Tyler and Sebastian Show. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Sebastian.
And we are here talking about all the happenings in the world, the pop culture, and the world of Shrek the Musical. Today we would like to talk about ISIS. Sebastian, your thoughts?
ISIS. If they can actually get a better name than ISIS, I would actually think of them as a threat.
So Sebastian, are you telling us that you don't necessarily take ISIS, the terrorist group, seriously due to their name?
Like, Lily, what do? They get the popsicle sticks from out of the freezer and stab people in the face with them?
Yes. I believe I saw a video that went very, very close to that. They got the popsicle sticks out of the freezer and then they just proceeded to stab people in the face with them. Have you seen any of the footage from ISIS, Sebastian?
No, not yet. But I'm sure they're wussies.
Yes, I will confirm that they are in fact wussies. The
government, if you're watching, how about you just stop the honeybee problem?
Yes. Would you like to elaborate on this honeybee problem?
Well, there's like mites that are eating honeybees' nests. And then you're just talking off like, oh yeah, become a beekeeper. Even though most of the bees from the beekeepers are dying.
So what you're saying to me, Sebastian, is you could care less about the terrorist threats of ISIS. What you're most concerned about, you don't understand why the government isn't paying any attention to the honeybee problem and the mites that are destroying their homes, the innocent honeybees.
Yeah, because also they like basically pollinate our food, so if they're not alive, we're gonna die.
Right. Without the pollination of our food, then ultimately ISIS does not even matter. We'll die regardless.
Yeah.
Right. The honeybee problem. Very good. Sebastian, how do you feel about the rising gas prices?
I honestly don't care because I don't have to pay for gas.
Well, he doesn't have to pay for gas. So that's not an important issue to you, is it?
Also,
is it, Sebastian? Yes, also.
Also, like, if they're going up, that's actually, well, this is actually bad for some people because most people just now, instead of paying, just going to rob it.
Right.
Hey, mister, your hardware's looking real good. This insulation's just right. Wool mufflers and full-length shears are what I want to wear tonight. You'll be the first place I'll always try, 'cause hardware now has a softer side. Come see the softer side of Sears.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Tyler, and as I said before, this is
Sebastian.
And this next segment is things not to say on a first date. So we have this lovely deer here, and she'll be our lady, and Sebastian's going to tell you a few things not to say on a first date. Sebastian, would you like to demonstrate?
Yes, I can.
Let's just firmly grab there. Very nice, just right.
So first, if you're gonna go on a date, you gotta look good. Like, you gotta have a suit on, you gotta have like the fancy watch going on. You also have to have the hair. The hair gets all the ladies, even if they're not dating.
Definitely.
Also, you better pay for that bill, or you will be ruined no matter how nice you are. So for example, this is what not to do when you're at a date. Hi, lady! You like baseball cards? Well, I'll sell them for $1 million.
Yes.
Well, yes. You don't be nerdy. Don't be impatient. Do not be yourself.
So let's go. Let us review. You must wear a nice suit, if possible, a fancy wristwatch. What would you say of my bracelet here? Would that be
Yes.
subpar for a date?
Yes.
Yes, very fancy. So we need to be fancy. We cannot be impatient. We cannot be nerdy, and we cannot be ourselves.
Yes.
Correct. Now, what would you do? What would you do in this scenario if you were to hug the woman goodnight? After your date, you walk her to her door, and would you like to demonstrate something that you would do on a first date with this lady?
First, you get up first. You open the door
Yes,
for her.
absolutely.
Then, I suggest doing like the hug walk.
Ah, the hug walk. A very common approach on a first date. The hug walk.
you knock on the door and then tell her parents. We had a nice time. Now here's your beautiful princess back.
And then you throw her into the house.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, Sebastian. We'll be back after a brief break with our next segment. Would you like to introduce it?
Special guests.
Betty Crocker knows what guys want.
Potatoes.
And Betty makes one hot potato.
How about it, Mom?
Welcome back to the Tyler and Sebastian Show, where we do what we do for money.
We do what we do for money.
Money.
Very good.
And today we have a special guest. Meet Fiona! In the Shrek cast, I know, it's a disappointment.
Meet Fiona in the Shrek cast that I know. This is a disappointment. This is Courtney. She's playing Fiona in the musical Shrek. Courtney, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's
Sebastian.
very nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
Sebastian, would you like to ask Courtney one of our first questions?
I'd like you to do it, Tyler.
I will do it. Courtney, how long have you been performing?
I've been performing, since I was 2 years old.
2 years old. Now that's a very long time, isn't it, Sebastian?
Yeah.
How long have you been performing?
Since I came out.
Since he came out.
The womb?
Or the closet.
Since I came out of the hospital.
But he's been performing since the very first day that he exited the hospital. It's truly remarkable. Thank you, Sebastian. Would you like to ask Courtney our next question?
What country were you born in?
What country was I born in?
Yes.
I was born in Australia.
Oh, Australia, the land down under. Did you know that, Sebastian? Do you know what kind of animals are in Australia?
Sure. Kangaroos. There's humans.
Very good.
They're animals.
I think that about sums it up.
Yeah.
Kangaroos and humans is pretty much all that came to mind for me, too. So, that's very good. Can you, maybe we should try for Courtney our best Australian accent.
Okay.
Yes? What do you have? Have you rehearsed?
Nope, I haven't.
All right, well, we're going to go off the cuff. Let me give it a go. Yeah, let's throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Okay. Not that good. Now my turn. Oh, Mike, I'm gonna beat you up, kangaroo!
Wow, that was good.
That may be one of, if not the best Australian accent.
I think so.
So, Courtney, what is your favorite number to perform in Shrek?
I do love Morning Person.
Truly a great number. Do you like that number as well, Sebastian? The tapping? Can you
No.
tap?
You don't like tap?
I cannot tap, and that's why I don't like it.
Oh, because you can't be in it.
No, I don't want to be in it either. I just don't like it.
Oh, that's... you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, folks. He just doesn't like it. Sebastian, the next question, if you don't mind.
Have you ever tackled a kangaroo?
Tackled a kangaroo. Tackled a kangaroo. That's a tough one. Because I used to ride a kangaroo to school, so we were more friends, like more buddies than tackle buddies.
How exciting.
Ever ate a kangaroo?
Have I ever eaten a kangaroo?
Not fried.
Hard-hitting questions! Hard-hitting questions!
Not fried, not like brought from the store. Straight punched, opened.
Like a
Well,
kangaroo
I
massacre.
have eaten kangaroo, but I didn't myself slaughter.
Slay the
or
kangaroo.
You
being-
should have.
I think it's about time for a break, Sebastian. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's time for a commercial break.
I'm going to take a short commercial break, and please join us after the break, and we'll continue on with the Tyler and Sebastian Show. Thank you.
Hi, we may not look like it, but we're secret superheroes starring in USA's awesome new show, Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
We know it's got a long name, so to help you remember, we thought a few visual aids might be in order. So just think of it this way.
Tattooed
Teenage
Alien
Fighters.
from Beverly Hills.
So that's it. Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
Easy.
Coming up next.
And we're back. Sebastian?
Okay, next question. Where do babies come?
Where do babies come? Is the question that Sebastian has posed for Courtney. Courtney, your response? This is a very hard-hitting question, Sebastian. I'm very glad that you brought this up.
Well, Sebastian, have your parents ever had the birds and the bees conversation with you?
I didn't need to.
Well, as we know, there's obviously a bee problem, as we mentioned before in the segment, right, Sebastian?
We definitely have an overpopulation.
Yes, and the mites, they've attacked their homes, so you may know a thing or two about the birds and the bees, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, I don't.
No idea. Well,
So next question.
moving on.
Was Jesus actually a vegetarian?
Was Jesus a vegetarian?
These are important questions.
These are important questions.
They need answers.
Even if he wasn't, he probably should have been, right?
No.
Although back then, you know, if Jesus came to Australia, he probably would have slayed that kangaroo himself, right?
Yes. Do you agree, Sebastian?
Yes.
I do too.
Okay, next question. You want to go, Tyler?
No, you please, you have the floor, Sebastian. I'm floored myself.
Okay. Briefs or boxers?
Yes.
Briefs or boxers?
Very good.
Briefs or boxers? Depends.
How about you, Sebastian?
Boxers for the win.
Boxers for the win.
I like wearing boys' boxers.
And she likes wearing boys'
They're
boxers.
super comfortable.
Yeah, they're so very
It's like
comfortable.
wearing shorts.
Very comfortable.
Especially in the
Sometimes.
summer.
Right in the summer.
Yeah.
So is that how you also do this, Sebastian? Do you also wear the boys' boxers in the summer?
Yep.
Right. Sometimes I wear none at all. We'll be right back.
So I did some checking, and I found out $2.99 is really the same thing as $3, except it's a penny less. So some burger joint's got a meal cost $2.99. Big whoop. Who cares if it's only $2.99 if I'm not going to like eating it? But if you make it taste good, you know, like a Whopper. Flame broiled, not fried. Maybe throw in some fries and a drink. I'll gladly pay you $2.99. Hey, I'd even go as high as $3.02.
Burger King. Get your burger's worth.
And we're back. Thank you all for tuning in today. I want to thank our guest, Courtney, for being here. Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you very much. It was lovely having you. And we're going to end our show this evening with final thoughts. Tonight we would like to offer up final thoughts for divorced people. Sebastian?
They really need to get a job. Also, why would you marry someone if you're going to divorce them? It makes no sense. Like, do you just marry them just to get the money out of them?
Perhaps. Riveting question. So, in conclusion, divorced people, get a job.